My name is Henry Devlin. I'm the president and CEO of Willis College. Join us for a wonderful conversation about Willis College.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Forstmans. I want to tell you, I'm having a wonderful time here at Willis College 2025 graduation in our beautiful nation's capital of Ottawa, Ontario, talking to people who are graduating, whose lives have been transformed through Willis College, and I love meeting them one person at a time. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what program you just finished.
Hi, my name is Madison. I graduated from the Medical Office Administration program. I work in and studied in Thunder Bay, Ontario. I work in the Regional Health Sciences Centre there in neurosurgery.
Wow, what was your pathway to this career? What were you doing before this, and what was it about this that drew you in?
So before this, I was working in retail. I'd worked my way up from a cashier all the way up to a management position. And the store manager of the store was just not supportive of his staff.
Okay.
So we had some bigwig come in, and he put so much stress on the staff that I couldn't see myself working there anymore. I went home that day and an ad popped up actually about Willis College. So I sat there and I read through all their information, and I read through the medical office administrator program information. I was like, oh, this seems really cool. Like, it's something that I can like actually go and help people with. So I sent an email to get more information about it. I was called the next day with more information, and I ended up putting a deposit down while on the phone with them.
Are you kidding me?
To go to school.
Did it happen that quick for you?
It happened that quick. I was sold on the program. As soon as they were talking about it, they sounded so passionate about it, about what they do, about the lives and the people that they've helped, that I was like, I want to be a part of that.
Talk to me about the program. How was the program?
So I did the online version of it, where we sent in, oh my goodness. We went and we did like video calls with our professors and all that. My professors were super understanding if I needed to like move an exam forward or if I needed an extra day for assignments. We had a family member pass away during the school year. My professor was like, nope, take as much time as you need. I understand. Like, let me know when you can take the exam. She was super understanding, was always available for talking. It was so nice. The programs, being that I now work in my field, I find have actually been very well presented, and the content is actually something that is used. So I was very impressed with that. They were sending emails constantly throughout the year, checking in, seeing how everybody's doing, sending us resources that we needed. It was very actually impressive.
Wow. So here you are, you're now about to walk across the stage. How does that feel?
I didn't think this was something I was going to be able to do. I'd graduated from high school in 2019, and as soon as I went from high school, I started a year of university. Right as my exams came up for university, COVID hit. And at that time, everybody's like, oh, it's just going to be a 1-year thing. So I took a year off school. Well, that turned into 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and I never thought I'd go back. It got to a point where I was like, oh, I'm just never going to do it again. And then to do this, it was such an experience of, oh my gosh, I did it. And it's not that I just did it, I did it well. My teachers were always sending me feedback about my work, and they were always so impressed with it that it definitely helped with like bolstering confidence in the fact that, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I liked the fact that we had smaller class sizes, so it was more engaging with the professors, and they were always willing to answer questions. They never made you feel bad for asking a question. So being able to walk the stage after just such an amazing experience is so exciting, nerve-wracking, and just all around a great experience.
When you picked up that phone and you called Willis and you put that deposit down, could you ever have envisioned that you would be working at the neurosurgery unit, you know, and your career is now about to take off? Could you ever have envisioned that?
Honestly, I knew I was interested in surgery. I had no idea how to get a placement or what to do and all that. The school was very helpful with that. I had a connection through my old job to the manager of the surgery and neurosurgery unit. So she was able to help with the school and all that, getting me a placement there. I didn't think it would be such a quick turnaround to be able to get a job. I finished my placement there, which was the last part of my schooling. And a week later, she was calling saying, hey, I have a job on neurosurgery if you want it. And I was so floored because I had the placement on the unit beside neurosurgery. So I was watching them work every day. And that was such a cool experience, being like, I want to do that one day. And just to get a call immediately after I finished being like, hey, we have a position if you want it, was so amazing. And the fact that the program got me ready enough that the manager was like, hey, we have a neurosurgery spot for you, was such an amazing just feeling and experience of just, oh my gosh, I did it and I have a career now.
Wow. Well, listen, congratulations for not only picking up the phone call and calling Willis and going through the program, graduating today with an incredible job out the other end, but most importantly, thank you for the courage it took to pick up the phone and do all of that. So well done and enjoy your day.
Thank you so much.
All the way from Thunder Bay, this is what a life transform looks like.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this session about Willis College, and to find out more, contact the college directly.